female players.
Okay.
And so like, and they know that. And
Yeah.
they make the most
So
of
they
it.
take full advantage of that.
Oh yeah, they're tripping you on the line, but the second you say anything, you're in the box.
You're in the dog pound.
Yeah, it was very frustrating.
That's interesting. That was not the case for us. They were like, just, play with them. What happens, happens. I mean, it was a no-contact game, but, they were vicious. So I think there was definitely a fight. I remember cleanest backhand I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was beautiful. But, I mean, they were a lot bigger than us at that age, so they were kind of just throwing us around. I'm going to be real. They knew they were bigger than us, and they used it to their advantage. We were getting thrown around the whole game, and I think over the weekend we played them twice. We won one, lost one, so it was good competition.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't get over that.
Those hockey girls are mean.
Yeah.
I'll take your guys' word for it. I have no personal experience. I don't think I want to have personal experience now that I'm hearing about this.
They're great people. Just don't get on the ice with them.
Yeah, just don't put the skates on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Do you guys want to chat about what else, other sports that have been going around?
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think relevancy-wise,
Yeah.
Football, yeah.
Football's. I proclaimed volleyball as the hottest team on campus 2 weeks ago when we did this show.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be football at this point. I mean, 6-0, they're undefeated. I think there's something to be said about that.
The Griz are building up steam quick.
Yeah, and I would not to pat myself on the back, but I said that Cal Poly was a soft football team. We got blue light. I said Cal Poly was a soft football team. They came out, it was 9-0 at halftime, and then the little plushy softiness came out. Those California boys.
They got lackadaisical.
They got a little lackadaisical, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I'm always amazed by how, I don't want to say unphysical Sacramento is, because they are physical, but like, man, the Griz just like smear them onto the what's it called? Turf.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, I forgot the word.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, like somehow, like, I don't know, Sacramento and Cal Poly are the two games that really stand out to me of being just like not very, I don't know,
competitive,
intense.
Okay, fair enough.
The intensity isn't there like it is for some other teams.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. Those Dakota boys are intense.
Yeah, well, we're not going to talk about the Dakota boys today. That's a topic for another time.
Yeah, playing Sacred Heart University tomorrow, right? At 1.
Yep.
Yeah, big hockey school there. Both.
Really?
Yeah, Division I men's and women's hockey there.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that.
Big hockey school. So watch hockey. Watch Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart. Do we know that? I mean, this is way off topic, but do we know that it's a pretty badass name for a school?
I think they're the Pioneers.
They are the Pioneers.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm curious as to where the Sacred Heart.
I think it's East Coast.
They came up with that. I believe.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah, but that should be a good game. I don't think Sacred Heart and the Griz have ever played each other.
Oh, thanks, Google AI. I just gave you the.
Yes,
the
originates from the
devotion.
Catholic devotion to the heart of Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
It's totally
private Catholic university.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. But, yeah, so the Pioneers, they're 5-2 coming in, both losses on the road. That's great for us.
Yeah.
Especially playing in Washington. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but there's a commentator named Chase Daniel, who's an ex-NFL quarterback. He was here 2 weeks ago for our game, and he said that Washington Griz is like as loud as SEC stadiums that he's
Yeah,
been
I've heard that.
which is crazy.
I think our homecoming game we clocked, was it 111 decibels or 112? Do either of you know?
No idea.
I don't.
I heard we clocked 111 decibels, which puts us number 9 above Michigan State.
Dang.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if
crazy.
that's true, but I've heard it.
Well, it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I think we say it's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I've had people from like these SEC schools come out here and talk to me during like the tailgates outside, and they're like, "Yeah, this is insane. Like, this is way louder than I thought it was gonna be."
Yeah.
So I think what happens is, so it's in those mountains over there, right? I'm making an educated guess. I'm obviously talking. I have no idea. But
okay.
I imagine like the mountains help quite a bit because
You get a little reverb off the mountain
when that cannon goes off. But like, I've heard it when I was at the Home Depot across town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like you have to listen for it, but you can hear it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be just because it's in kind of a bowl.
It is.
So I would assume that you're right, that the mountains probably kind of like it bounces back and forth a little bit, gives a little reverb. But I've heard the same. I knew a guy that played receiver at Portland State, and he said when he came to Washington Griz, he was like shocked.
Yeah.
He was like, this stadium that's like, it's the biggest stadium in FCS, but as far as not big.
No, it's like
and it's in
30,000 people.
Yeah, Western Montana, and it's like he didn't expect much, and he was like, holy, like that's great. Like it was. He said it was like shocking how loud it was.
One of my favorite things to say growing up is that on Griz football game days, Washington Grizzly Stadium becomes the second biggest city in Montana.
What's the first big? What's the biggest?
I don't know, probably Billings.
Yeah, that's boring though.
Yeah.
What do they have? Industry.
Yeah, they have a sugar beet plant, I think.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
If you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sugar beet, right?
Yeah, sugar beet.
Oh, okay. It's like Dwight Schrute growing beets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got that going for them.
Yeah.
What is it? Beats something? Battlestar Galactica.
You're
no idea.
You're making
All
a
right,
reference
that's
I
all
have no
right.
idea about.
That's all right. That's okay.
You lost us. You lost us.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the Office reference doesn't hit. That happens. Closing on Sacred Heart, I think it's just worth noting our Lord and Savior Eli Gilman, who just absolutely runs the rock for us. Sacred Heart is giving up an average of 189 rushing yards a game to their opponents. I think that has Gilman written all over it.
Yeah.
Can we do a little score prediction?
What's up?
Can we do a little score prediction for the football game?
For the football game?
Yeah, football game score
Okay,
prediction.
sorry, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's going to be a solid 52 to, I'll say 21. I'll give it a little bit of grace.
All right.
I was gonna say 43-17. Griz.
Damn, these are interesting scores. I'm going to be a contrarian. I'm going to say it's going to be 28-14.
Okay.
24 to what?
28-14.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be my guess. It's not going to be 28
So
to 14.
I'm going to say you think it's going to be close.
No, I think I think it's going to be 28-7 for going into the fourth quarter. They're going to get a garbage time touchdown.
I mean, they
something
happen.
like that. You know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
So speaking of garbage time, let's get back to hockey a little bit.
Yeah, let's get back on topic.
Should we hit a little score prediction on hockey?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, if we're going to do it to Griz football, we might as well do it to Griz hockey.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't know. What are you thinking? You want to go down the row?
Yeah, sure.
I've been blatantly wrong every time we've done this.
I think we all have been.
Yeah.
Except for you.
Yeah,
You're
no.
the only one
That's true.
you're the only
Weston
one that's
is
been right.
he's the sitting champion of hockey score predictions. I don't know. I refuse to pick Boise State to win. I just won't do it.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
So I'm going to say I think we're looking at like a 2-1 final. I wouldn't be shocked at a draw. I think this could be a tie game.
I think it ties.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 3-2 for Griz.
Okay.
I think the Griz are gonna win, but it's gonna be tight.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to subtract the score from, Boise State lost 4-1 to Utah State. We lost 3-1 to Utah State. Subtract those scores. I think we're going to win 1-0
Ooh,
against Boise
okay.
State.
I like
So-
the
I
hockey
I like
math.
the
Yeah.
confidence and the numbers.
Yeah, getting some math in there. But 1-0 is my guess in favor of Griz.
Okay. So at least we're all on the same side here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
always
huge.
want the Griz to win.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's been tough sledding the last couple weeks.
It has.
So,
It has been.
I mean, I think also tonight we have a special situation going on here. It's Cancer Awareness Night
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
at
believe
Glacier
so.
Ice Rink.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of fans.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I get a free breast cancer.
But okay, so there's a charity, Ryan Geiges. I believe there's a portion of I don't know if it's ticket sales or food sales or beer sales, but that's where they're the benefactor of the cancer night that we're doing at Glacier Ice Rink tonight. Yeah. According to our boss, general manager of Griz Hockey, Tucker Sargent.
Yeah,
Nice
that's
name
it.
drop.
So, yeah. What else do we want to talk about?
I mean, just not much to talk about with how the Griz have been doing. I mean, this could be the turn of a new leaf. If Boise State, looking at their record, seems about the same level as Griz hockey. So hopefully, get this one under the belt. That'll carry into tomorrow. Tomorrow should be an amazing game, very interesting. I'm excited to see what's going on tomorrow. But if we win that one too, we could be gaining the confidence as a team to go take that on to other teams and maybe, start turning the win-loss record around.
Yeah, for sure. This seems like this has been our best chance in a while to kind of get this ball rolling again for Griz hockey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a hard thing in sports to, kind of understand why. Like that turning point of a team. You see it all the time in all sports where a team's playing awful for the first 5 weeks of the year, and then all of a sudden something clicks. It doesn't even have to be like a leadership change or a personnel change. In your guys' experience playing hockey specifically, have you had that moment of you're kind of in the dumps for a couple weeks, things aren't really going your way, and then all of a sudden, what changes? What do you think can change a team in the middle of the season to push them in the right direction?
That's a good question.
I haven't really had this. My teams have usually been pretty consistent. I was never the best and I was never the worst. We're always just kind of middle of the pack. But my 2 cents on it is I don't want to call it team morale, but maybe even just like you said, just something clicks, whether that be the line changes or the teammates finally getting the puck on the stick. And sometimes that happens during practice, and you don't see it on the ice until games. Right. And that's usually where a lot of it happens, just putting in that time, especially in hockey. It's hard to find that synergy on a new line, especially, when you got new guys rolling in every year.
Right.
Yeah, that's something I was going to touch on. Chemistry is huge, especially, as a defenseman, being in tune with, your D pair. Because, you're practically the last line of defense. If you two aren't in tune, don't know where each other are at all times, things can go bad really quickly. Right. And, it seems like a lot of maybe the scoring opportunities for other teams have been breakaways, stuff like that. But that's just comes down to being in touch with your D pair and, building that chemistry. And then also during practice, if you look at film, I don't know, they probably have film for these games, just looking at what you did wrong, what you need to improve on, and then just drilling that every single day. I remember coming back from tournaments and you'd go over PK or penalty kill and power play formations for the entire practice because it would just be atrocious during the tournament. And then next tournament, turn around and it's so much better. So I think it really depends on what they've learned from these past few games that they've lost and how they can turn that around and turn it into a strength as a team.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was gonna mention, I can kind of put it in a little bit of a football context because I played that too. You might understand that better.
Might make more sense to this brain.
Yeah. So in football, you have plays, right? And so you know where your teammate's position is going to be at all times. There's no plays in hockey, so that's part of finding your teammate and working with them and getting that synergy is so much more important because you don't know where your teammate's going to be. But after, getting the drills and doing the time, you start to get this, intuition almost.
Yeah.
Right? Of, you know where they're going to be. You know that, excuse me. If you get that puck in the corner, you know that, your defenseman's going to drop down and he's not going to back out.
Right.
That's a big thing is, figuring out, what are your teammates going to do in these situations? Because because that reflects on you, too, and what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just drilling those specific circumstances over and over again. So what your teammate is going to do should that circumstance come up. And then, there's not really plays in hockey, but formations, kind of just neutrals, defensive zone breakout, neutral zone transition, offensive zone break in, stuff like that. Yeah. Kind of going over that as a team and who's going to be where at what time. And, just holding your teammates accountable for, being in that spot where they're supposed to be at that time. But, stuff happens, and you got to improvise.
Yeah, right. Power plays are actually, in my personal opinion, in my short time as a player in the sport, I thought power plays were harder to defend than 5-on-5. Toward us, so, the enemy team gets a penalty.
Oh, okay.
And then they're 4-man, we're 5-man. I personally find that harder. Because then, all the positioning gets screwed up, and you can't go man on man. You have to kind of go to zone coverage, which isn't. Yeah. This isn't a usual hockey thing, and that can really mess a lot of people up. So power plays are actually deceptively hard.
Yeah.
Because the positioning gets all screwed up.
Interesting.
I would say as a defenseman, I hated power plays because they were just so stressful on me. Because
breakaway heaven as soon as one player gets outside of that zone.
Okay.
You're like standing, trying to keep it in the zone, standing at top or at the blue line, just trying to work it up top, so like you can get a scoring opportunity or like a tipping opportunity. But then as soon as they get the puck, they're ripping it down the ice, and like
no icing.
No icing.
Yeah, so you've got to like sprint back.
Yeah.
Center myself there. Sprint back. Oftentimes they're taught to pressure. So you don't get a clean handle of the puck. So you're often sprinting back all the way down the ice with someone breathing down your neck, and then you got to break that out, and it's rough, it's stressful. Penalty kill was a lot.
It also messes up like shift changes too.
Yeah, that was definitely annoying. Like
defensemen's on power plays, I feel like have a lot longer shifts than usual.
Like 2-minute shifts. Maybe you're out there the whole time.
Yeah.
And then penalty kill too. They often put a defenseman out there, even if a defenseman got the penalty. So you're often short on defense. But I mean, it's often hard on penalty kill because you're just kind of defending, trying to get it out. The main danger is just getting trapped on the ice, because you're out there for a minute sprinting around, you're just gassed, and you got to find some way to get off, or else, they'll just score.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I think to the untrained eye or like the very casual hockey fan like myself, you assume that the team that's shorthanded is the only one that's facing adversity on a power play.
Yeah, no.
But you guys, it makes sense when you explain it to me, but like even the team who's not shorthanded on a power play, like they have a whole new set of struggle that could come their way.
Yeah, exactly. Like
you've got to be on your stuff, like on the power play, or else it can turn bad quick.
Especially when you're practicing, is a lot about just like playing out situations with your teammates and finding that synergy, like we were discussing earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think, like you said, a lot of untrained observers don't really get. And so they see the team who has a power play, and they're just kind of like they're doing the zone coverage.
Right.
And people will get frustrated saying like, why don't they just bum rush the net? They have an extra guy.
Yeah.
They like that's easy, and it's like,
Right.
well, a little bit more to it than that.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree.
Like we've all been there screaming at the TV, like shoot the puck.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've done it.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, that was a good pass. And it's like, oh.
Yeah, but you're just waiting for that opportunity because possession is key in those situations. If you turn the puck over, they're shooting it down the ice. You've got to go all the way back down, regroup, get neutral zone possession, get offensive zone possession.
And you got to make sure your winger's back in position so your center can get the puck through this offensive zone and not getting offsides.
Yeah, so when they're passing around, they're just looking for a great shooting opportunity, great tipping opportunity, because just keeping possession is really key in those situations.
Absolutely. Yeah, penalty kills, that's like the name of the game, kind of.
Yeah.
When it comes down to like two teams that are equally matched, the penalty kill is what's going to win you the game a lot of the time, at least in my observation. Like you can't getting a penalty kill is it feels like such a huge boost to team morale. Like I would assume it's such like a breath of being like, oh, okay, like we survived that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You get back onto the bench after like 3 minutes of just gassing yourself, and you're like, all right, I got another minute until the next shift comes.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's over. No, they didn't score.
Yeah, or just even getting the puck out of the zone sometimes.
Yeah, even just like whipping it down the ice and being like, all right, I can give myself a couple seconds to breathe.
Yeah, I can just coast a little bit for like gather myself, and then they're coming back immediately.
Right.
And then as a defenseman, penalty kill, you're just really trying to like battling with the guy in front of the net because they got that extra guy. Normally they just plant him in front of the net to keep you occupied.
Yeah.
And then blocking any shots. I have been guilty of this myself. Sorry. I know as a goaltender, this probably pisses you off a lot, but I've been guilty of screening my own goalie.
Yeah.
Or tipping the goal in every now and then.
As a goalie, I always appreciate it when you guys scream for me. It's like, it's the fact that like you guys always somehow figure out a way to stand right in front of where the puck's going to be, so I can't see the guy shoot it, so I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, and then not stop it either.
Yeah, and so it just like ends up going through your armpit or something.
Yeah.
And I got like, cool, now I got like half a second instead of a full second to catch this thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Teammates, it happens.
Yeah.
To be fair, when you guys do block it, I appreciate it.
Yeah. You got to take the good with the bad, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, so what are we at right now?
Well, we've got another 10 minutes until puck drop.
Yeah.
We've got our score predictions out of the way. I said 2-1. You said
3-2.
Me too. 1-0.
You were 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm remaining as optimistic as possible.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and I know that you guys can relate to this, not even just with Griz hockey, but in like sports fandom in general. When you like stack a couple losses, you feel like the sky's falling, and it's like you instantly, like, to me, losing is so bad, and winning is not as good as losing is bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, the losses
they're not proportional.
No, not at all. Like, winning is like, oh, all right, we won. That's a good thing. Losing is like, oh, I'm going to rip my skin off. I hate losing more than I like winning, is I guess what I'm trying to say.
You know, yeah, that's the exact feeling you get as a hockey goalie, because you feel like, you know, if you lose, like, it's literally on you.
Right.
Like you're the last line of defense. Like, it doesn't, like, to a point it matters if your defensemen are there or not, but like you're the one in front of the net. So when you win, you're like, whew, like,
right. It's not a celebration as much as it is like a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like, the goalies always get the most flack for losing a game too. You know, they're always like, oh, you should have blocked those two, or you're like, you know, oh, that shot was easy. It was from the blue line. Like, how did you get in? It's like, sometimes it's just a bad bounce.
Yeah.
And or like sometimes the other player is just actually good.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah. I know personally as a player, like, I've never, okay, I wouldn't say never, but 90% of the time, I've never, like, felt any ill will towards the goalie for a loss. I know the goalies, like, every goalie I played with takes a loss really hard and, you know, takes it personally too. And, you know, in the locker room after a loss, it's half the struggle is just, you know, telling the goalie it's not their fault, which most of the time it isn't. I've had a few games where, you know, maybe it's a bad bounce, but those happen, and it's just unlucky.
Well, I think it also takes a very particular kind of person to want to get hit in the face with a puck multiple times a week.
1,000% agree.
So I think
1,000% agree.
I think that definitely can't help.
Yeah.
I know, because I'm one of those people.
I think we kind of touched on it earlier about with fighting, where, like, you know, the sticking up for the goalie thing. Hockey, I don't know that there's a sport that every single person on the team rallies around one position so much. Like, you don't see that really anywhere. Like, kickers in football get demolished, and guys are like, it's the kicker. Like, you know, whatever.
You could maybe make that argument for the quarterbacks, but that's because of the franchise guys.
That's true. But they're making $260 million.
Yeah, and they're making these owners however many millions a year. Of course they're going to care about these guys.
But with hockey, it's like, you know, the goalie does not have to be the highest paid guy on the team, doesn't have to be the best player on the team. It's just if you play that position, your guys are going to, like, tooth and nail scrap for you.
Yeah.
Which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool part of hockey culture of just, I don't know, like, the goalie's definitely, like, to the nth degree, but even just for, like, your teammates just being like, you're not going to let them eat something bad for, like, from the other team. Like, you're going to go in and, like, be there with them and support them, and it's like it's a very, I don't want to say individualistic to hockey, because it's not, but it's a very particular hockey thing that I found, where it's the kind of camaraderie isn't really found in football.
Yeah.
Like, you get knocked down in football and tackled, and, like, you know, they shove you to the grounds, and maybe your teammate will say, hey, ref, you see that? But, like, a hockey will go over there and he'll shove you into the floor too. Yeah. So I think it's really cool. That's one of my favorite parts about it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, actually, like, earlier this year, I have some friends that play for the Washington State University Wazoo hockey team, which we're playing in Kalispell for the Winter Classic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you're right.
But they played against Western Washington University, and some guy just leveled their goalie. And I was hearing all about it on, like, Instagram and stuff. Like, everyone was pissed. And then apparently he turtled too afterwards. Didn't even fight. And it was just, like, everyone on the team, I was just talking about how much it, like, pissed them off. And they were carrying that, like, weeks later too. So definitely don't touch the goalie.
Yeah, and don't start something you can't finish.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that's a rule that kids should learn at a very young age. If you want to be about it, be about it. And, you know, there may be consequences for it.
You can bark, but you got to bite.
Exact. If you're gonna bark, you better bite.
Yeah.
At least get an ankle. At least nip at an ankle.
Yeah. Speaking of ankle biters, first of all, Boise State head coach, amazing mustache. We saw him walking
was
in
he the
earlier.
head coach?
I think so. One of the coaches.
Yeah,
he
was incredible.
He had the authority of the head coach.
Yeah, he looked incredible.
There was a sizzle to him. Like, the rain was steaming off of him.
Oh, 100%.
He
Yeah.
had that Tom Selleck stash down.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was filthy.
Yeah.
And he was dressed like he was in the Peaky Blinders. It was,
was,
incredible.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it looked like he was either going to go, like, run this rink, like, everybody out of it, or,
Yeah.
like, make, like, a Wall Street bet.
Yeah.
It was a very fine line he was hovering on, and he was
Yeah.
playing, like, hopscotch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think it was his son or something, just dressed just as dapperly.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was pretty. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool. We saw he was a player for a little bit, you know.
Yeah,
like,
we had that debate.
That is a small player, but I don't think he is, sadly.
Yeah, well, I hope not, because that led us to the conversation of smaller guys of a lighter build being harder to like understand or defend. In
Yeah.
hockey.
I mean, yeah, to a certain point. I mean, he can speak about this more than I can, but I just kind of found, like, being a bigger-bodied guy, just don't go for the puck. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
Yeah.
I was always taught being a bigger guy, like, if you, against another player, don't watch the feet or the hands or the eyes. Watch, like, this,
Center mass.
this triangle, because that's
Yeah.
always the first
Yeah.
tell.
Right.
And so, like, they try to, like, I was always, like, people try to juke me with, like with the puck because they're little and they're, like, agile. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, I'm watching you and you're leaning this way. I don't matter. I don't care if the puck's going that way.
Right.
Yeah, like, I know where you're going, and I know the puck isn't going anywhere without you.
It's like the Indiana Jones thing where the dude's doing those sweet sword tricks in the
Yeah,
street.
he's
I
like,
forget
yeah.
which movie that was, and he just shoots him. It's like, yeah, you can do all the tricks you want. I have what's going to stop you.
Yeah. Well, that's for me personally as a defenseman. That was the struggle with shorter guys, or like especially really short guys. Is, I mean, you're watching their hips. You know, you just got to follow the body, and the puck's, you know, irrelevant at that
I
point.
will say it's actually a lot harder to knock down the shorter guys on the ice.
Low center of gravity.
center of
Low
mass.
man wins.
And
Yeah.
it's like if they're coming at you and you're going to hit them, your hands are at their face. So anything happens, it's a penalty.
Right.
I've drawn lots of penalties on shorter people.
Yeah, me
And
too.
it's just like they're just slippery because like you go to hit them, you go to like hold them on the boards, and they're just down there and small, and like they're often really feisty and
Yeah.
you know jacked for their size too.
Yeah.
So it's just keeping them in one place is really difficult, and they often have an attitude too. Must be something about the height.
usually
Little
do it.
Napoleon complex,
Yeah.
maybe.
a little bit of chip on
Yeah.
the shoulder usually.
Yeah. Yeah. Pro.
I don't know.
Pro
I
short
guess
guy.
Wolverine would be more apt for hockey.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and it's like they're at your knees. If they hit you, like it's in the hip or in the knees below that, it's rough. And if you try to hit them, they can always just duck down and submarine you. And I've been on the end of that a few times. It's not a fun day for the back.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah.
Going down hard on the ice.
Yeah.
It sounds like a nightmare.
Just like soccer players, the little guys are always really good at phoning in the penalties.
Yeah. It's like one time you hit them and you just like go like trip over them, you know, legs out in the air on your back, and then the next time
Yeah.
they just like go
It's like,
flying.
it's like when you flick a spider and it goes like way further than you expect.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't hit you that hard.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Yeah. Completely agree. All right, boys.
Yeah.
So we got puck drop in 2 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anything else we want to touch on in these last 2 minutes?
I mean, what are y'all doing this weekend after this? I mean, tomorrow, I guess we're back again tomorrow.
We'll be back here tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
7:30 again.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Another
think so.
Boise State game.
6:30.
Is it 6:30?
Well, we'll
so.
be here.
The game's at the same time, isn't it?
I think the game's at the
Yeah,
same
game
time.
puck
Just-
drop. Puck drop is 7:30.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Puck drop is 7:30. We will start at 6:30.
Yeah. We'll have more
On-
to break down.
102.9 FM, I think, ESPN Missoula. Also, the ESPN Montana YouTube channel we're live on.
Yeah. Probably more to talk about, too, after watching tonight's game.
Yeah.
So,
I'm stoked. I'm going to stick around and watch the game.
yeah.
Hope
Yeah, me
for a
too.
competitive contest. Hoping for a win.
All right.
We'll see.
Well,
Push
Yeah.
that snowball down the hill a little bit.
Hoping to keep my 2 prediction streak going. We'll see, though.
Man, I almost don't want you to keep it going.
No?
Make me feel bad about myself.
I know.
No, I'll root for you. I'll root for
Okay.
you.
I mean, they win in the end anyway, so.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
It's a win. Always.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're going to throw it up to our play-by-play guy, Jeff Safford, for the game. Yeah.